Oh, thank you so much, gentlemen. Greek-style marinades can be applied to many meats, but work particularly well with lamb. Let's check out this next recipe.
Clover No Lac, lactose-free milk that lets you enjoy dairy again. Made with love by Clover.
Made with love by Clover, Teresa and myself this morning. The Mediterranean flavors, they complement any cut of lamb. It's just a perfect fit. But if dairy is a bit of a challenge for you, and I think a lot of people are putting their hand up, then you will be very pleased to know that you can still enjoy dairy thanks to No Lac from Clover. If you haven't heard it already, yes, we can still enjoy our dairy. And Teresa Ulyate is our chef of the day to show us exactly how it's done. I've been trying to ignore the beautiful piece of lamb that's sitting there, but she just keeps calling me.
No, it's such a beautiful piece of meat, and look at that one. I mean, it just looks amazing.
It is, and it's kind of a South African roast, because I don't think people realize, especially down in this neck of the woods, we have the best lamb in the world,
We do.
So savor it. Find out where it's coming from, okay, and savor every last morsel and treat it with respect, okay, which is what we're going to do. So much so you got the gloves.
I've got the gloves.
So we're going to be creating some really interesting, beautiful, festive stuffing that looks so rustic and awesome, which is great. This was made a little bit earlier. Now we're going to combine it with this beautiful cut of lamb.
Our leg of lamb.
But of course, a lot of people, we want to ramp it up with a beautiful marinade, a beautiful stuffing, something like that, that might contain a dairy that we can't have.
Yes.
Enter Clover No Lac. Okay, so how is this all coming together for our beautiful lamb this morning?
So the Clover No Lac is going to be part of our marinade. We know that yogurt and lamb normally go together, so we're going to be using this dairy snack, and then no one has to miss out.
I love that, and those enzymes are going to still help to break down the meat as well.
Totally.
And I think marinade's not just about flavor, it's about the preparation of the meat.
Yeah, absolutely. And you do want to let it marinate for as long as possible. I would say overnight if you can.
And marinade presumably in the fridge?
In the fridge, yeah. Okay. Just cover it, pop it in the fridge. If you're short on time, half an hour is also fine, but the longer the better.
Give it time. And I mean, with beautiful meat like this, it's worth it. Just treat it with absolute respect.
It's a special meal.
Okay, a lot of garlic.
A lot of garlic, a lot of rosemary. That, for me, is a lamb essential. I never do lamb without it.
You could leave it there, actually.
Yeah, totally.
Perfect.
Very basic flavors, but they just work beautifully. I'm also going to add some oregano and a bit of salt and pepper.
All very Mediterranean as well.
Very much so.
And I think this is, I mean, if you're kind of shifting your parameters for this Christmas, I keep going on about Carl Wasty creating a meze Christmas. So he's taking those Christmas flavors, but creating small plates.
I love
So
that
imagine
idea.
like a lamb is a great South African roast, obviously the quality of the meat being one part of that, but it feels like a lighter roast. It's not quite like your massive piece of beef with your Yorkshires and your roast teddies, and nothing wrong with that, yo.
No, totally.
But you know, you could maybe take like patatas bravas. So I don't know what, you know. So
yes, that's right.
You could just shift your lens a little bit and make it a bit more South African. And I think in that context, lamb is the perfect South African roast.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love that idea. I might have to try that. So you're just going to give that a really good mix.
Please, but you have to say, because I steal your intellectual property and pass it off as my own. Just once, I want one of you guys to go home and you're going to tell your husband, you say, you know what, I'm going for like a meze-style South African Christmas. And this for me is the perfect, just copy me once.
Can I do that?
And then my career will be made. Okay, I will have arrived. All right, so I've got some shallots.
Yes, you can just quarter those for me. Okay. Right, we've got our leg of lamb here. This has been deboned. You can buy it deboned as well. Look at that. That's such beautiful
speak to your butcher.
Meat.
Speak to your butcher.
And then, I don't know if you saw, G, this was the stuffing we made a little bit earlier. It's quite chunky, but you're basically going to pop that in the middle and then roll up your leg of lamb.
Is this chunky enough?
That's very good, yeah. Thank you. Roll that up. And then what I like to do is just take a bit of kitchen string and just tie it around the meat. Just, you want to keep everything in place.
Let all those flavors do the work on the inside.
Exactly. Shall I put this on the tray? Oh, there's some stuffing here.
Oh, that's magical.
I'm going to pop a little bit more in there. So just tie it up. And then your Clover No Lac marinade is just going to go over the top. So it's really as easy as that. And all those flavors will infuse.
The herbaceousness that's coming off those.
That's a good word for it.
That might not be a real word, but if you're going to use that one later today, just maybe Google beforehand.
You can pop the shallots just around because you're going to roast them together. So yeah, let that marinate for at least half an hour, but a couple of hours overnight if you can is ideal. And then all your prep is done. If you do it the night before, you pop it in the oven. and it's all done.
And in the oven, in terms of the roasting itself, are there any kind of watchwords there? How long in the oven, and how long does a piece of meat like this need to rest?
So what I always do is I actually weigh it. I take the deboned weight, and then I work out it's about 20 minutes for half a kilo. So it's a little bit of maths.
Okay.
And then I roast it at 200. You can do 180 as well. And that gives you a nice medium roast. Obviously, you can do it more if you like it more well done. So just weigh it or check the packet, work it out, about 20 minutes per half kilo.
You know your
and let it
preference.
rest as well once it's done before you slice it. And serve it with your roast potatoes or your patatas bravas or whatever you're doing.
and save a little for the day after, for
Yes,
Boxing Day.
definitely.
And what I love about this, obviously, it's critical when using lamb. You want that yogurt, you want that dairy. Now, the lactose intolerant can enjoy it as well. The Clover No-Lac lactose-free range of milk and dairy snack enables you to enjoy dairy again. And as we've just proven, in very versatile and completely delicious ways, like this beautiful Greek marinated lamb. Simple, but a beautiful process to go through. If you missed any of those steps, let's do it again. It's like a work of art, eh?
Made with love by Clover.